York Giants and the San Francisco 49ers will match up in NFL Week 10 action on Sunday, November 12th. Games that nobody wants to watch are often the most compelling handicaps because that's where the value can be found. This number opened with the Giants, a 1-point favorite, but it has since bounced around on either side of 1 and has now gone up to 2.5. The total is standing at 42 points. It would seem that we found out everything we needed to know regarding the New York Giants in last week's 51-17 loss to the LA Rams. The Giants fell to 1-7 straight up and 3-5 against the spread, with that embarrassing defeat coming out of the bye week. And it would seem Ben McAdoo is a deer in the headlights with a semi bearing down on him. McAdoo isn't the only problem with the Giants though, but he has been a big one. The decision to elevate the offensive coordinator after pushing Tom Coughlin out of the picture set this team up for failure. To make matters worse, Odell Beckham Jr. got hurt in the preseason and then was lost for the season in early October after playing just 4 games and catching only 25 balls. Brandon Marshall was also lost for the year around the same time. With no semblance of a running game and a porous offensive line that had already left Eli Manning exposed, this type of season could have been seen from a mile away. Manning has done the best that he can with a 63.2% completion rate and a 12-6 touchdown interception ratio, but he's trying to put out the flames with a squirt gun. Orleans Darkwa has shown flashes of being a feature back and has over 5 yards per carry, so hopefully the next regime will have something to work with. Wayne Gallman certainly seems like a versatile player as well, but he missed time earlier this year due to a concussion. Evan Engram leads the team with 34 catches. There are pieces here, but the offense needs the right play caller and a different voice. With a bad offense and some injuries and suspensions on defense, the strongest unit on the team has fallen off as well. The Giants have now allowed 5.8 yards per play this season and over 200 points. The Giants have allowed the most passing touchdowns in the NFL and the league's second highest adjusted net yards per pass attempt at 7.8. Only the Raiders are higher. Even with guys like Oliver Vernon and Jason Pierre-Paul, the Giants only have 13 sacks in 8 games. Perhaps Steve Spagnuolo's voice has fallen on deaf ears as well. Between the friction with Janoris Jenkins and the injuries over the last few weeks, this group is undermanned and may continue to spiral out of control. The team's only excuse is that they have faced some pretty stellar offenses this season, but this week, the 49ers will not be one of them. Kyle Shanahan's job is plenty safe on the San Francisco side, but it is clear that this is a rebuilding year for the Niners. San Francisco is 0-9 straight up, but the 49ers are 4-5 against the spread. They have not been favored in a single game this season. CJ Beathard will once again keep the seat warm for Jimmy Garoppolo this week, as the 49ers look to err on the side of caution with their new asset. Jimmy Garoppolo was acquired from the Patriots at the trade deadline for some draft picks, and now Kyle Shanahan, who has a brilliant offensive mind, seems to have a guy that can fit into what he wants to do. CJ Beathard has started 3 games and has struggled. He has barely completed 50% of his passes, going 63 for 125 with a 1-3 touchdown interception ratio. He has rushed for 2 touchdowns, but it is pretty clear to see why the Niners only have 4.7 yards per play this season. This schedule has been a real bear for San Francisco as well. The bye week is definitely needed for this team, and the look ahead to the bye is a real consideration. All in all, the San Francisco defense has done just about everything within its power to keep games close. Another big loss came in the form of Jaquiski Tartt's season-ending broken forearm, which is an injury that this group could ill afford. Tartt is a very underrated last line of defense, and the 49ers have already spent ample time without Arik Armstead and Reuben Foster. The 49ers defense has faced 40 more plays than any other team in the NFL, so this group has been worked to the bone. The 49ers have held the opposition to 3.9 yards per carry, but have also had major problems defending the pass. The Giants have to go across country just days after getting absolutely embarrassed at home. Getting away from the New York media might help, but traveling 3 time zones to play a winless team probably will not have too many players very excited, especially with what is transpiring this season. For San Francisco, this appears to be far and away the best shot at a win to avoid going 0-16. Kyle Shanahan can use this as a rally point before the bye week to get a big effort from his team. Neither team is worthy right now, but the pick on this game is fairly clear. San Francisco 49ers plus the 2.5 points.